So once we thought we were out of the woods, we're basically forced to go back in. There's quite a lot of information to unpack since Snowbreak has been released. On release, you guys might have noticed that the game is censored, along with a lot of strange occurrences like missing voice lines, missing content, etc., etc. I'm currently playing the game with a mod that uncensors the game and also brings back some of the missing content. But first, let's talk about what's going on. So thanks to this user, Agul499, if any of you guys watching this have Twitter, please follow this user because he's basically the MVP when it comes to Snowbreak news. So,
all of my secrets,
a brief summary of the info I've collected today. After today's server's reopening, a large amount of in-game content is missing. This includes, but is not limited to, censored outfits, missing animations, missing voice lines, missing interaction packs, missing character motions, and missing encyclopedia menus, which is a lot of content missing. Some in-game text has also been revised, and the WeChat top-up channel has been shut down. According to several programmer friends, the server-side code is throwing numerous error reports indicating failed loading of 3D character skeletons, 3D special effects, and other assets. Meanwhile, we have discovered that all uncensored content is still fully retained within the game client files, which means that the devs, all they got to do is basically flip a switch, but they haven't. Unofficial patches, which is the mod I'm using, have confirmed that the uncensored content can be restored. Some players are speculating that the mod that uncensors the game was released by the devs, but we're not 100% sure. Official social media platforms have yet to release any further announcements, while negative trending topics continue unabated, which means the haters are still attacking the game, reporting the game, etc., etc. There is currently speculation that today's launch version is only a half-finished build, or even a director's cut client. All issues await subsequent official fixes, and I will continue to follow up on developments. So, basically, as I said earlier, a lot of content in the game is missing. You have to use a mod to restore it, but it can be risky. In other news about the mod that people are using, a hater said that they got banned using the mod, but Agul here basically did some investigation and says that the person that claimed to be banned got banned 2 years ago in 2024. Basically, haters are spreading misinformation. They're all on full offense right now, so be careful who you listen to on the internet, especially if you're listening to like random people. So as of right now, it's pretty safe to use this mod to uncensor Snowbreak, but it is still somewhat risky, but I think it's safe as of right now. I think it's at least 90% safe to use this mod. I'll probably have a link of this mod in the pinned comment, so be sure to watch out for that. In other news, there's a screenshot of a femoid trying to report Snowbreak, and her post got at least 18,000 likes, which is a lot of likes for social media. I don't think many Western posts on Twitter get 18,000 likes, but 18,000 likes is a lot. This was posted like 5 hours ago. It probably might have more at this point. But this goes to show that the haters, the femoids, the feminists, they're all still trying to attack and report Snowbreak. So any decisions made by the devs might be a way to try to, play chess with these femoids. In other news, because the game as of right now is, pretty much censored, the reports are not really going to do much. So, like I said, this build that we have for Snowbreak might just be a way for the devs to combat the reports, but we are not 100% sure. In other news, a player wanted to play Snowbreak in a cyber cafe, but he can't find the client. And the customer support basically replies that it's not in the cafe because the game is currently under test. So the current Snowbreak right now just might be like a weird test mode, might be like an open beta test for all we know, kind of just like how Azure Lane the first 3 years of Azure Lane were like, it was an open beta test, apparently. But, I don't know. And for some more information, Agul's about to go to sleep. So the communities are both in chaos in CN and global. Social media laid down again to prevent report. I think that means social media is not saying anything. The contents available for now in the game are not what I want, definitely. I was a little upset too, but at least I can play daily quest. Okay, that's true. The game is kind of fucked right now, but at least we could, do some quests. We are currently at a loss and can only search through various channels, even for the smallest clues. I can't say it's completely accurate, but the most likely explanation is that this reopened version isn't a normal, complete version, but it's more like a scapegoat version, sorry. Seasun certainly knows that losing important elements will result in losing a large number of players, which is true, but they still released this version, so they must have weighed the pros and cons. Unofficial methods were spread widely. You can check Nexus to get, but remember the risk. But once again, players are speculating that the mod to uncensor Snowbreak might be released from the official devs, just so players can play the uncensored version. So that's basically about it. The game is censored, missing some content, but there is a mod to remedy this. We are still in the dark of whether that mod was released by the devs or not. The devs are pretty silent over all of this. They haven't made any announcements regarding what's going on in the game right now, and the servers do reset in about 2-3 hours from the making of this video, and they still haven't announced anything, which makes me kind of wonder, what are they doing right now? Are they trying to play some 4D chess with the femoids? Once again, we have to understand that this is a Chinese game that's being under attack by feminists in China, and there are quite a lot of them, as I showed you earlier. A feminist post got 18,000 likes trying to report Snowbreak. Probably has more at this point. So yeah, things seem pretty dark right now, but there's also some light within that darkness. At least we got the game back. There is a way to uncensor the game, which does seem 95% safe. So I'm going to be putting on my tinfoil hat for a minute and try to decipher what the fuck is going on with this situation. So even though Snowbreak is back, that doesn't mean it's safe from the feminist attacks and report. So my best guess is, just like with Agul, maybe this whole thing, this whole shit show that's going on, it might be just a way to, lay low against the feminists, probably. But honestly, this can't really last forever, right? Surely the devs, eventually, they're going to have to, give us a bone at some point, right? The PV for this patch still isn't out. Their Bilibili still has tons of videos privated. So I don't know what they're trying to pull off here. I'm just trying to figure out what could really be going on right now.
It's quite subtle.
I've asked Agul why Snowbreak gets attacked, but GFL2 doesn't get attacked, since GFL2 is also like the same type of game as Snowbreak. And he basically tells me that gacha games or gacha devs that work in Shanghai, probably have connections to the CCP. And since Snowbreak is not a Shanghai-based game, they don't got any connections to the CCP, so they're basically constantly getting attacked by, these feminists, while GFL2 basically walks away safely. So we got that going on. I guess maybe that gacha cartel rumor might actually be true, if that really is the case, since Snowbreak seems to be like the only gacha at the moment that relentlessly gets attacked. But yeah, strange occurrence. I don't know if the devs ever will say anything. I'm still going to continue playing Snowbreak with this mod. I'll have a link to the mod somewhere in the pinned comment. Let me know what you guys think about this whole situation, and I'll see you guys later.
Bye-bye now. Come again soon.